When you know the experience that someone goes through, it's a bit easier to relate and put more effort into trying to fix that. My name is Toluwani Alade. I work in the cell and gene therapy catapult and I'm a laboratory scientist apprentice. Cell and gene therapy is our way of using your own body to help correct any disorders or genetic diseases that you may have, like cystic fibrosis or sickle cell anemia, cancers like leukemia. Yeah, I always wanted to go into something sciencey, but I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do. I spent a lot of time in the hospital with sickle cell anemia, so I saw a lot of research behind treatments for sickle cell, which was in cell and gene therapies. I thought, okay, I can do something here to kind of help myself and other people around me. I struggled a lot with the exam aspect of school. I wanted to be a bit more hands-on, and I managed to see an apprenticeship scheme for cell and gene therapies. We study the cells in a very, very small way. We'll look right into the heart of the cells, specifically in the genes. We can then infer stuff like what type of gene it is. If we look for changes in the cells, there's a lot of information that we can infer that helps us then develop the medicines later on down the line. These are human stem cells. The cells are quite invisible. So what I want to do is I want to separate the cells from the media that was going in. And now the centrifuge is spinning with the separation. You can got that large white pellet there is all the cells that we have. This has all the information I need to get all my data. Can seem like magic. We then clean it multiple times so that it gets rid of any impurities that might mess up our analysis of the cells. We can then treat it with some dyes so that the machine can then analyze anything that we can't see with the naked eye within these cells. My favorite part of the whole process is probably when I get the data. You can kind of infer a lot from that, and I'm quite a curious person, so it's quite fun to do, to be honest. So from my results, each individual dot here in the graphs is one single cell. So you can tell there was quite a lot of cells within the media. From here, we can understand the movement and the behavior of the cell. With more understanding of the behavior of the cell when it grows, we can understand it more when it's in us as well. I would really advise young people to get into science and this kind of area of work, because it might not seem something that you would want to do right now, but once you're in it, you gain the passion and the interest to kind of learn and make an impact on the world as well. Cell and gene therapies is still a relatively new medicine, but we have medicines out there now that we've developed in the last couple of years, but it's always going to be an emerging place for us to develop new medicines. It's definitely exciting to be a part of that, because I know within 5 or 10 years, I'll look back and be like, oh, that was all the work that I put in to then have things that are out there in the real world. Me being in this industry, I can see that there's a lot of work being put into things like this, so I think the work that we do is definitely going to help find that cure for sickle cell.